You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, from Lafayette High School, and boy, are you in for a treat tonight, and it's not even Halloween. We've got a huge state volleyball cross-city rivalry. Lafayette hosting Frederick Douglass, two really good teams off to really good starts this year, and we're excited to bring it to you on Glycod, and check it out, glycod.com. Appreciate you joining us. They're warming up. We'll be starting in about 8 minutes. We'll hear from the coaches. They had a lot of good nuggets that you'll learn a lot about these programs and about their love for volleyball and the love all these girls have for it too. It's a fast, exciting sport. If you don't know much about it, as a broadcaster, it's like when I broadcast basketball games. You're never distracted. You never have to break. You never have to. But we're going to take a break right now and hear from one of the coaches. We'll be back after these messages.
Let's get real. For a lot of people, 4 years of college might as well be a million. With us, you can get a certificate in a matter of months and start a career right away. College for the real world. College for your world.
Make a bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento, or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
The news says Gen Z is struggling. I've got news for them.
I wait tables, but last week I built a field hospital.
I put out a forest fire.
I stopped 1,000 attackers.
And a natural disaster.
I've saved lives. And led a team on patrol.
I serve.
Well, I go to school full-time.
While I work full-time.
The greater the challenge, the stronger we become.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglass High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Here at Lafayette High School, where Lafayette hosts Frederick Douglass in a big city battle tonight. Girls volleyball action going to start around 7:30, and I'm here with first-year coach Taylor Lamantia. Came over from East Jessamine and is doing a really nice job. 9-5 Lafayette just beat Lexington Christian earlier this week, 3-0. And Taylor, thanks for the time. Excited to broadcast this game tonight. Match.
Yes, thanks for coming. We're really excited to have y'all here. So I didn't even. My AD had reached out. I hadn't heard of y'all before, but I think it's so cool that y'all just will feature high school teams.
We're adding these sports. You know, I did a soccer game last week, Henry Clay at Douglass, and we're doing volleyball and soccer both, and we do a lot of like 5 high school football games on Friday nights and basketball in the Louisville, Southern Indiana market and Central Kentucky. So it's really cool. And this is my alma mater, so I couldn't turn this one down.
Yeah, awesome.
You know?
We're glad to have you here.
Yeah, for sure. Well, you're all smiles, so I think you're happy to be a general, it looks like.
Yes, definitely. I've had so much fun coaching this group of girls, and it's been a really fun first year, so I've got a lot to look forward to in the next couple years as well.
Talk about kind of this team and how they've grown over the summer. I'm sure you wanted to get to know them right when you took the job, and talk about the evolution of the program and what you've done so quickly.
Yes, so I've got a pretty experienced varsity squad. We've got 8 seniors. So they've all been with the program for quite a while, been around the game for a long time. So they've been really fun to coach. We've adjusted a few things, kind of tried to speed up our offense a little bit, and they've all been great, very adaptable, very coachable. They push each other in the gym, which is really cool because me as a coach, I obviously motivate them, but a lot of their motivation comes from their teammates, which is really cool.
Talk about volleyball, and over the last 20 years, one of the fastest, if not the fastest growing sport in the country, and other countries for that matter. Talk to people that don't know as much about it, why that's the case.
I think volleyball is just so fun to watch, and I think a big thing with one of the reasons why it's grown so much is it's increasing in how much is being televised, and the broadcasting of volleyball is increasing, so more people are being able to watch it and watch those big games, and so it's just fun to watch. I mean, every single time the ball goes over the net, somebody's getting a point, so there's always something happening, and I think it's just kind of catching fire. I love it. I love how much the game has grown, and I love being able to grow the game also through coaching. So
you got a lot. Did you have to recruit you have a lot of leadership, like you said, leaders coming back. Did you have to recruit the halls in? Is Lafayette still the largest school in the state?
It is, yes.
So yeah, you've got a lot of heads to look at walking down this. Yeah,
definitely. I kind of got hired a little bit late into the season, so I would love to do some recruiting, see what other athletes the school I can pull from. So yeah, we'll see. Maybe I can pull some basketball players in or something next year and see what kind of height and talent we've got.
How key is it, and with each team it's different depending on what kind of talent you have, but in terms of having girls that can play, interchangeable parts, multiple positions, do you have several like that?
Definitely. That is something I've been talking to my varsity girls specifically about, just kind of being adaptable, and every single game, depending on, what kind of a team we're facing or who's on the other side of the net, just being adaptable, and maybe one game somebody's going to play middle, or the next set they're going to play outside. So everybody just kind of figuring out what the team needs them to do, and they've been really, really receptive to that. And I think they're all on the same page of, hey, like we're going to do whatever we need to do to get it done.
No motivational speeches tonight. I think a lot of these girls probably play on travel ball teams across town. It's not a district game, but it is a district game.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So a lot of big competition, obviously, coming out of Lexington. In our district, and then also our region is really, really competitive. So this is a big match for us tonight, and I'm excited, yeah.
Appreciate it, Coach Taylor LaMantia. Wish you the best tonight against Douglas. Should be a great one.
Thank you. Yes, I'm excited.
All right, take a break on Glycod. Back with more action.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Mathnasium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Mathnasium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Mathnasium, we're changing lives through math.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Here at Lafayette High School, where Frederick Douglass plays Lafayette, moments away from that. Big battle. Both teams been on winning streaks. And we got first-year coach Taylor LaMantia came over from East Jessamine, 9-5 for Lafayette. Nick Griffin in his second season. He was interim coach last year, got promoted to permanent coach pretty quickly, and he's 34-13 as a head coach here. Coached at Georgetown College just up the street as well. And we are going to take a break here when the national anthem starts, but I'm excited to bring more volleyball and soccer action to Glycod. I know a lot of you all appreciate you listening to football and basketball and watching all the time. Now the starting lineups.
Bold impression when you show up in a new Kia from Cartown Kia.
Save $4,250 off a new 2024 Kia Sorento or lease for $279 down and $279 per month. At new 2024 Kia Fortes, just $229 down and $229 per month. Or save more with rates as low as 0.9%.
And don't forget our 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. Give them something to talk about in a new Kia from Cartown Kia and CartownKiaUSA.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
I love Head Start.
Children love Head Start, and you will too. Community Action Council's prep academies are hiring now. Head Start is an early childhood education program for children from birth to age 5. Help us give more children the Head Start advantage.
Teacher, what are you waiting for?
Join our team of dedicated education professionals. Apply online today at comaction.org. What are you waiting for?
Let's get real. You could go to work right after high school, but spend a little time with us and we'll give you a better chance to do more, be more, and earn more. College for the real world. College for your world.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Starting lineups now here at Lafayette High School. Frederick Douglass, the visitors, have gone 15 straight sets without a loss. Lafayette coming in hot as well, 9-5, and actually won a couple out-of-state matches. But Coach Lamantia said they've not been able to enter those yet. More like a 12-7 record. So that's why there isn't as much difference in number of matches played as you would think from the number of from the standings and their overall records. But we look for a big battle. The neat thing, both these coaches said they like to play fast. So you think Rick Pitino versus Nolan Richardson, basically. And it's going to be fireworks every single second. Best 3 out of 5 sets. First one to 25, win by 2, wins the set. So here we go. Lafayette in the blue tops, long sleeve tops with a red numeral and the white outline, and the black shorts, and Douglas in the white road long sleeve shorts with the Douglas in the orange, and the number in green, and with the black Adidas shorts there. So here we go, big game. There's a good crowd on hand and a lot going on the campus of Lafayette High School tonight for sure. I think there's other things going on at the football field as well. There's probably some soccer action. I saw some other fans coming in for that. So a lot going on as the players are all getting announced here for both teams, and we will set and for people that don't know, you have a libero, you have OH, the outside hitter, defensive specialist, right side hitter, a setter, sets up for the spikes, and a middle blocker as well, blocks a lot of the attempts from the offense when they're trying to spike it and score points. So a lot of terms, and this, if you're a veteran volleyballer, this will kind of bore you, but just explaining it all for everybody for sure as we get ready to get set for an exciting battle. This is a game that will keep your attention every second, and they're all fired up and ready to go. Both teams, Douglas already been announced, Lafayette announced now, and we can't wait to get started. 6-on-6, and here we go as they shake hands and ready to do battle. And would not surprise anybody in this gym tonight if this match goes over 3 sets. We think 4 or 5 probably. So stay tuned. Maybe a fresh coffee pot if you need it. And ready for some good, exciting volleyball action. As we said, as Coach Lamantia said, one of the fastest growing sports in the entire country. And it's been that way for quite a few years. Here we go. Ready to go. They're both huddling up. The entire team around the free throw lines in the basketball arena here at the Ralph Carlisle Gym. Won 3 state championships in the 50s, a legendary basketball coach at Lafayette. And here we go. Douglas and Lafayette. Lafayette in the blues on the left-hand side. Douglas on the right in the whites. And We are about ready to get started. Have two officials, or one main line official at midcourt, and then the other two in the corners. And they're huddling up and ready to go. Addison Smith starting, number 20 for Lafayette. We have number 11, that's Audrey Gassett, a 5'9" sophomore. Number 28 as well, Taylor Shear, a senior. And we have number 26, that's Madeline Blakey, a senior as well. And then over at Douglas' side, here we go. Douglas will get their rotation here shortly. They started off. We're underway. The Douglas serve. Lafayette, the spike, tries to over the court. Douglas now back to, and spike Lafayette. Oh, it kept it in play. Good job by Douglas there with the block. Lafayette, the left-hander, gets it over. Douglas libero sets it. Lafayette blocks that one. They're going to set up a spike, a tip in this case. Back to Douglas. Douglas overshot it, and Lafayette scores the first point of the match. Was a nice attempt, just too strong from number 24 for Douglas. Had her number here. We'll get that shortly. Serve for Lafayette. It is Douglas now with it. Blocked by libero for Lafayette. Now over. Lefty again on that right block. Douglas, a deep shot back. Lafayette sets it up. Blocked by Douglas, but they block it on their own side. Did not get it over. And Lafayette scores, goes to 2-0. Emma Pittman now with the serve, a senior for Lafayette. Number 22 with the serve. Raise a net, but that's all right. Back to Lafayette. Over to Douglas. I have a tip in the middle of the court there. Now Pittman back over to Douglas. They get it. And the spike is point for Frederick Douglass there. That was a good shot, number 16 for Frederick Douglass on their roster. Nice job by 2-1 Lafayette over Frederick Douglass. It's Frederick Douglass serve now. Point for Lafayette. Did not get it over. That was Jordan McCreary, the 5'6" freshman, serving for Douglass. Back to Lafayette. 3-1 Generals early. Service fielded by Douglas. Back, over, blocked, and hits the ground. The court at 4-1 Lafayette, off to a good start. Douglas won the freshman and the JV matches here tonight. So Lafayette trying to win the nightcap. Serve for the Generals. It's blocked. Spike is a point for Douglas. Got her hands on it up top, the middle blocker, but did not get it over. That's such a tough shot because you've got to block it and have enough arc on the ball to get it over the net at the same time as the ball's going really 50 miles an hour. Serve for Douglas. Libero blocks it for Lafayette. The Generals tip it over. Pittman over to Douglas. And tried to tip it, but too short on that one, the attempt. Good effort, just not enough. 5-2 Generals. Serve now, Grace Gossett, a senior. Number 12 for the Generals. Blocked by Douglas. The point Lafayette. 6-2. Coach LaMantia said her center is out tonight. She had a kind of concussion protocol, had concussed in Monday's practice, so she's missing tonight. The other players are having to step up. Douglas fields that serve, and they get it back, get a point, 6-3. Got a substitution for the Broncos. Carson Hunt, 5'6" senior, in. Serve for her. She will serve. Lafayette fields it, but they hit it. And that is a point for the Generals. Nice job. Hit it over close to the Douglas bench and nowhere near any Broncos. Nice placement. 7-3 Generals. Both coaches out on the court, barking signals. Support. Serve for Pittman for Lafayette. Gets it over. Douglas sets up the spike. Blocked, but still on Lafayette's side. They still have a chance. Get it up, overhead, back to Douglas. The tap deep. Lafayette sets up the spike, and Douglas hits it out of bounds. Point Lafayette. Got a hand on it, but over toward the bleachers. 8-3. Pittman again with the serve for the Generals. Up 5. Deep one, and it's an ace. She got it right there, just inside the line. And a big play. A couple of the Broncos said, let's let it go, but it was in, and they're going to call a timeout and talk about it. Timeout, Frederick Douglass back in a moment, 9-3 Lafayette.
Here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Now, after the serve was handled well by Douglas, and now it's Douglas' serve. 9-4 Generals. After Douglas called the first time out of the match. A lefty serve. Lafayette sets up spike opportunity, but went under the net. Point Douglas, 2 in a row now. 9-5. This is Malia Bivens, 5'4" senior, with the serve for the Broncos. Deep serve. Nice block there by that Douglas front line, the middle blocker. And Bivens will serve it again. Same place. Pittman there tried to spike it. Nice block by the Douglas back line. Nice point here. Good rally for both. Back to Douglas. They spike it hard. Good play there. Douglas a little momentum now after the timeout. Come out with 4 straight on a 4-0 run. Bivens will give it another go. Down 2. Pittman returns it. General point that time. Tried to block it on the back line, but couldn't get it up in the air. And we got a substitution for Lafayette. Both coaches said they have interchangeable parts, which you have to have in volleyball. With injuries and other things and illnesses sometimes, can play multiple positions. It's a necessity. The point there, an ace for Lafayette on the serve. It's 10-8. Couple substitutions for both squads. Lily Grant checks out for the Generals. Got a nice block there. Generals trying to keep it alive. Good job. That was a team effort up at the front line for Frederick Douglass. Dunham and Rogers in pursuit. Douglass will serve this one only down a point now. 10-9. Blocked. Lafayette the tip. Libero gets it for Douglass. The push volley. And the spike is blocked again. That height of that Douglass front line now is paying dividends as they even the score at 10-all. The serve now going for the first lead. Lafayette setting up the spike here. Douglass does the same, and they get the first lead of the game. Has hit that back line off the hands of the General. And Douglass leads 11-10. So after that timeout, they've been on an 8-1 spurt. That's the goal of calling a timeout, right? You want to give a boost to your team. And Coach Griffin, who has pretty much played volleyball his entire life, that's what happened, at least so far. Serve for Douglass over to Lafayette. And they get a point. Generals get that one to even the score, 11-all. As we said, we expect a long one tonight, folks. Got to keep everybody fresh with some substitutes. This is Addison Smith, a junior, with the service for Lafayette. Blocked by Douglass. And they get the point. Back Douglass up a point, 12-11. And they'll serve it now. Too strong. That girl, she's had a great match so far. Just too much on that serve was Rogers, and just too strong. Went too far. She has been a key blocker up top to kind of propel Douglass into the lead. We're now tied, but a big spurt from being down 9-3, now even at a dozen. Serve from Lafayette, back and forth we go. Pittman with it that time. Now Douglass sets up a tip. Libero gets it for Lafayette. Now Lafayette, the lefty, gets it, and they get the point. 13-12 home squad. And this will be an Emma Pittman serve. Go to 25 in each set, win by 2. So about halfway there, perhaps, depending on how long this can go. Douglass returns, and it does not get over. Went for the spike, came from the back line, just not enough. And Lafayette goes back up 2. 14-12. Pittman again with the serve. The tip is blocked by Lafayette, and the Generals go up 3. Up a field goal, 15-12. Pittman with the serve. Block. Generals clear it. Another great save. Both teams just having heck of a shots. And no good there. The back line again as Lafayette goes up 4, 16-12. Pittman again serving. Over the net, line drive service. And too strong there as Lafayette got another one. That was good arm action there for Douglass, but they're going to call timeout now as Lafayette has returned the favor. Douglass went on a big spurt. Now Lafayette is back in control, 17-12. Back in a moment on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Action 18-12. Lafayette Pittman another point off her serve, and they're up a half dozen. If you're just joining us, Lafayette jumped out to 9-3, a timeout by Douglas, and they got up a couple points, but Lafayette has turned it back around 18-12, and they get another one, 19-12. So seesaw affair right now, a game of spurts, a match of spurts. Had a general win, I think, top a record book, and the PA announcer announced that. I think number 20, Addison Smith, is who I have on the roster that was excited. And congratulations to her and her accomplishments. Douglas serve now, 19-13. Lafayette out of bounds. Yet tried to block it, went out toward the out of bounds. So that's a point for Douglas. Down 5 now, 19-14. Generals lead over the Broncos just in the first set. And didn't get it over. Line drive serve not high enough, and that's a point for Lafayette as they clip the 20-point mark. And Lily Grant, freshman, comes in. She may grow a few more inches. She's already pretty tall as it is. And Coach LaMattia will not mind that one bit. Serve for Lafayette. Douglas over. Libero gets it. Pittman is blocked. Still on the Douglas side, though. They get it over, and it's too strong. Point for Lafayette. Got some power on that back line, but just a little strong on some of those attacks for the Broncos. And Lafayette will serve again, up 21-14. And that line drive serve didn't get enough. It's a fine line. You want the speed, but you got to have the arc as well. Shelby Mays, the sophomore, with the serve for the Broncos. Lafayette returns it back to Douglas. And the tip is good. Nice job by the Broncos. They're 21-16 now. And she will serve it once again. Will Mays. Too strong. 22-16 Lafayette. Madison Blakey checks out for the Generals. Back in is Grace Gossett, and she serves. Douglas has it. Tip it over. Back to the Generals. Pittman is blocked. They get it back. Nope. That's a point for Douglas. 22-17. Douglas serve coming up from Carson Hunt, 5'6" senior. Pittman with the spike. And that's out of bounds. That's a Douglas point, 22-18. Things are tightening up as Hunt will do it again. didn't get it over. Point for Lafayette, 2 away from winning this first set, 23-18. Back to Pittman. She's served several points so far in this one. Gets it over. Douglas with it. The tip drill. Lafayette keeps it alive. Back over to Douglas. Douglas with the spike is Lafayette. Hey, they were playing it off the rafters. Didn't get it over though, and that is a point for Douglas. 23-19. Very exciting first set as expected. And Malia Bivens again for Douglas will serve this one, the lefty. Gets it across. Generals on the attack. Got blocked, though. Good job by that front line, that height from the Broncos. Mays and Simonson. Coaches know it's crunch time, both out there shouting instructions. Bivens didn't get that one over, though, and that's a tough one there. 24-20 now as you're trying to get back in it. And we've got a couple more substitutions for both squads. Lafayette 1 point away for winning this first set. And number 14, Brooklyn Rudzik, will be the person, her first serve, and trying to be a very key serve here to win the first set for the Generals. Douglas feels it. They get it back, and they get the points. They get the service now. 24-21. Bivens out, Dunham in for the Broncos. Serve on the way. Lafayette. Feel it, the tip over Douglas. And now they double hit it, and that will conclude the first set. Lafayette wins 25-21. And we'll take a short break and be back with the second set. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Glycod Sports.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Lafayette High School, big volleyball battle, crosstown rivalry. Frederick Douglass at Lafayette, both teams on big winning streaks, and Lafayette draws first blood in the first set, winning 25-21. And now we'll go to the second set. If you don't know the volleyball rules, it's win 3 out of 5. So it can go 3 sets, it could go 4, it could go 5, but both teams, and that's the first set Douglas has lost in 16 sets. They had gone 15 sets without a loss. So pretty big accomplishment for this team and their first-year coach, Taylor LaMantia, and just a big battle. We're going to take a quick break as they reset to start set number 2 here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Come back to Lafayette High School, 25-21. The Generals over Frederick Douglass in the first set. And now we're ready, just 20 seconds away from set number 2, best 3 out of 5. And so glad you're watching and listening here on Glycod.com. Excited to bring our first volleyball match in quite a while and adding a lot of volleyball and soccer matches to our repertoire of basketball and football broadcasts. Been doing for several years, and appreciate you joining us tonight. Had a lot of viewers last Monday at Frederick Douglass when they beat Henry Clay 1-0 in a shootout. Girls ranked teams, Douglass number 2 in the state, a big battle there, and excited. These two are the better teams that are both hoping for deep runs in the state here in the next few weeks, but playing really challenging schedules. And that's one thing I love talking to Coach Griffin. This is not a district match. They don't have to play each other. But I said, man, he talked about how tough his schedule was. Everybody's ranked that they're playing. I said, that's the great thing about high school athletics, because you don't have to worry about BCS ratings or ratings and that kind of thing. You want to challenge your kids and play the pre-district, the non-district games, and play all these tough teams, because it's only going to make otherwise, like they beat Sacred Heart, who's a powerhouse in girls volleyball. They're not going to, if they play a weak schedule, they're not going to be ready for them come state playoff time. So great job by both squads making it happen. These girls want to play each other. They know each other really well. As they said, they hug before the matches. They played for years. A lot of them probably played for over 10 years in travel teams. So here we go with set number 2. And Lafayette again on the left side with the blue jerseys and red numerals and white outline and the black shorts. And then Douglass on the right side with the white tops and the orange saying Douglass and green numerals and the black shorts. And we are ready to get going. As you see, everybody's got knee pads. Everybody slides. You're not playing volleyball if you're not going to hit the hardwood, because that's what's going to take a lot of times to block shots from the opposing team. And here we go. Both coaches, community coaches, both work in Georgetown, as a matter of fact. Both excited to be here, as Coach Griffin has a stepdaughter on the squad. So his wife did a little coaxing. That was fun to get him back. I mean, he coached at Georgetown College for several years, and played collegiately at Olivet Nazarene, and so knows the sport well. And Coach LaMattia just loved talking about how in her hometown, after we had the interview, and just how high school sports are all over Greater Toledo, and loves that community feel. And so they're both right where they need to be. Is Lafayette will start this second set with the serve. And Douglass gets the point. Nice job there by the Douglass. That's Lily Cowing, a 5'2" junior, on the spike. Douglass will serve now, and how often that happens. You make a great defensive play, and then you're the batter up the next inning, half inning, and that's what Cowing's doing. She's serving now. Lafayette, the Pittman with the tip, and it hits the corner line. Great job by Pittman, having a nice match so far, and Lafayette will even the score in set 2, 1-1. Serve for the Generals. It is fielded. Douglass with the spike up front. Nice job. And Douglass leads 2-1. Nice job by Rogers. Douglass service game. It's Bivens again. 5'4" senior. Malia gets it over Lafayette. And Douglass, it's blocked. Lafayette scores 3-2. Nope, I'm staying corrected. My bad, 3-1. Maybe in the net infraction, a foul there perhaps. Bivens with the serve up 3-1 and gets almost an ace. It does get one. Yep, 4-1 now. Bivens, big smile on her face after that one, as libero dove for it, kind of what you call a pancake play, and did not able to get it off the ground. She gets it again on this, gets it up in the air for her setter, and the spike is good. Pittman. And the Generals cut it to 4-2. And Gossett, Grace Gossett, the senior, now serving for the Generals, down 4-2 to Frederick Douglass. Set 2. Generals up 1-0 so far. Nice play there. Douglass there, number 1. Terrific job. 5-2 there on the nice spike. Did that a couple minutes ago. And a nice play by Dunham. Carson Hunt back, the 5'6" senior, to serve for the Broncos, up 5-2. And gets it over. Nice tip play that time by Lily Grant, and used kind of that height advantage where you don't have to. Nice placement as well. Had a tip toward the sideline, and actually got that, gave that, I guess was out of bounds, gave that to Douglass. 6-2. Well, good effort, but nice serve as well, as Hunt will serve once again, up 4. The tip. And it's blocked back on the Broncos spike attempt, and Lafayette cuts the lead to 3, 6-3. As Audrey Gossett, the 5'9" sophomore, will serve. Serve on the way, gets over. The tip for Douglass, nets a point. 6-7-3. Madeline Blakey, number 26 for the Broncos, comes in and is going to serve. The lefty with the serve. And had to dive libero. Another point for Douglass, up 8-3. Good placement on that one. Blakey again. And 8-4, Lafayette scores that point. Brooklyn Rudzik with the serve. Coming up, down 8-4 are the Generals. Blocked, set, spike. Blocked by Lafayette, but went behind the official, the judge, the line judge, and that is a point for Frederick Douglass, up 9-4 now. Got a little cushion. Douglass serve on the way. A tip was blocked back, and Douglass scores another point, up into double digits, 10-4. This is truly a point-by-point match, and you have two teams really evenly matched. You just can't get ahead of yourself, and you can't get down at all because it can easily turn the tables after losing the first set. Douglass again with a point, up 11-4. Lily Cowing with the serve here. There's Taylor Shear checking out for the Generals. Douglass serve. The tip was too short. And another point for Douglass, 12-4. Nice block there, that front line for Douglass, and another point on a roll, 13-4, up 9 now. Lafayette jumped out 9-3 in the first set. Douglas came back and took, I think, a 14-12 lead before the Generals went on a run and never looked back. And Douglas this time has gotten off to a quick start, up 13-4. Tip for Douglas. And that is too strong for Lafayette, out of bounds, and 14-4. And Taylor LaMantia wants to talk about it as Generals down double digits. We'll be back in just a moment on Glycod.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Welcome back. Lafayette won the first set. All Douglas in the second so far, 14-4 is Douglas on serve. In the best 3 out of 5. If you're just starting to follow volleyball, appreciate you tuning in tonight, watching and listening on glycod.com. Back and forth. Longer point. Douglas rolled out of bounds. And Lafayette will get that point. Down 9, 14-5. Let's see if this timeout with Coach LaMantia works like it did for Coach Griffin. And midway point of the first set. Didn't end up winning that set to Douglas, but the timeout helped at least for a while. Serve on the way for the Generals. Tip back and forth. Push shot. And that's Lafayette. When the red flag goes up, it's too strong, out of bounds. Got a couple back judges and net line judges as well. We got a four woman and man crew for that matter. Lafayette down 14-6. Serve. And point for Douglas. Nice job by Henderson there. 15-6. Douglas 10 points away from winning the second set and evening things. And that is a point for Douglas. Nice job there. 16-6. A tip for Lafayette, blocked but into the Douglas side of the net, so that's a point for Lafayette, 16-7. Pittman with the serve, coming up, trying to get her team back in this one. And that is too long, 17-7. Now it's Cowing with the serve for Douglas. Pittman with the block. And nice job by the Generals' Elena Butler, a senior middle blocker, with that point. Kind of found the no man's land, kind of right in the center of the court, in between the front line and the back line. (17-8). Douglas back to Lafayette. Pittman is blocked. Back over to the Generals. Gossett. Tip for Douglas. Long point here. And the tip did not go. That's a point for Douglas, 18-8. As Blakey tried the tip toward the middle of the front court there and did not get over. Shelby Mays with the serve for Douglas, trying to put her team up 11. Serve is in the air, up, and Lafayette does get it over. That was a tough shot. Back to Douglas. And that's a nice point. Nice job there. 20-8. Douglas only 5 points away from winning this second set and evening the match at a set apiece. On the way, and that's another point for Douglas. Nice placement by Douglas. Shelby Mays, and Lafayette calling another timeout. 20-8. We'll take it with them here on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Welcome back. Lafayette hosting Frederick Douglass. Douglass big lead here in the second set. Lafayette won the first set 20-9. Now Lafayette serve coming up, trying to get back in this one. They just had called timeout at 20-8. And the first set was kind of back and forth, some big runs. A set of spurts. This one been pretty much all Douglass, pretty comfortably. And that set goes out of bounds over the benches, and 21-9 Douglass. 4 points away from winning the second set. Great action so far. Appreciate you joining us tonight here. Douglass serve. Oh, miscommunication there. Three generals didn't know who was going to take it, and that's another point for Douglass. 22-9. This is Hunt again with the serve. Gossett spikes it, but blocked by Hunt on the back line. Another nice job. Douglass 23-9 now. Big play from Rogers there. As Hunt will serve once again for the Broncos. Blocked, back to Lafayette. Gossett with the tip. And a nice one from the nice one. Douglass only 1 point away now from winning this second set. Hunt will try to serve this out. Gossett tips it over. Now Douglass setting up. And that's a point for Lafayette. Setter hit it a little too wide and did not set up a spiking or a tip opportunity. And Lafayette still has life. 24-10. As Audrey Gossett will serve for the Generals. She wears number 11. Her sister Grace Gossett, 2 years older, wears number 12. And blocked by Lafayette, 24-11. An attack error. Gossett again with the serve. Douglass gets the point, and they wrap up this second set 25-11 in impressive fashion here. We'll take a break and start with set number 3 in a moment on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
To hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Start of set number 3 here at Lafayette High School here on Glycod. Lafayette won the first set 25-21, and Douglas 25-11 won that second set. And we're at set number 3, but we play best 3 out of 5. So we're going 4 at least, which if you question everybody here and quizzed them in the crowd before the match, I think most people would have said we're going to go more than 3, and that's exactly what we're going to go tonight. So here on a kind of a rainy week, rainy night, nothing else, this is the place to be for sure, and I appreciate everybody watching and listening. And, hey, you've got time to still see some exciting volleyball. If you're around the corner, come on over. And here at the largest school in the state, and they welcome Frederick Douglass in. Not a district match, but it really is a district match because these girls are cross-city rivals, friends, play a lot off-season on travel teams, and just a fun matchup all around that really prepares you for the postseason. And here we go as Douglass will start it off. Have a little momentum now after that set. Lost their first set. If you're just joining us, first set they lost. The first set they had lost in 16 sets, had gone 15 straight. We are underway in set number 3. Too short there on that one. And Lafayette will draw first blood 1-0. Coach LaMattia calling for a quick subs right out of the break here. That's Madeline Blakey and Addison Smith checking in as Emma Pittman takes a seat, and so does Taylor Shear. As Addison Smith will do the service game. Of course, sometimes you have strategic substitutions when you're about to get the serve back and you want to put one of your best servers in, and that, I think what might have happened right there is Lafayette goes up 2-0. Smith with the serve. Douglass with the spike and the point. 2-0. We got a hand on it, but could not get it over. And Douglass on the board, down 2-1. And Lily Cowing back to serve. Gets it over. And point for the Generals. That's a nice job by Taylor Shear, the outside hitter and middle blocker. Most of these girls play multiple positions, as the coaches told us in the pregame. 3-1. This is Pittman with the serve. And nice job by Douglas there as they draw to a point. Nice spike from Simonson. 3-2 Generals. Mays, Shelby Mays, serving for Douglas, trying to even the score. Nice dive for Lafayette, but the tip is over, and another point for Douglas to even it up. Simonson again using that height. Mays again with the serve, trying to give her team a lead. Goes out of bounds, but off Douglas defender, and a point for Lafayette back in the front, 4-3. Lily Grant in for Elena Butler for the Generals. Their service. The call is Lafayette. Thought about it for a second, and the red flag went up out of bounds on the spike attempt for Douglas. 5-3 Generals. Expect a seesaw affair in this third match. You never know, but kind of the feel you get. On the way. And too strong there and went into the, yeah, it was a great job. Again, Simonson there on that front line for Douglas, having a big third set already. And Hunt back to serve. Couldn't get it over. Lafayette goes back in front, 2 up, 6-4. And a designated server basically subbed in for the Generals. And that is number 12, Grace Gossett, the senior. Nice spike from Douglas there at the front. From Rogers. 6-5 Lafayette. Longer the match goes on, no surprise here, but teams subbing people in, keeping them fresh. Strategic subbing, of course, going on. And Douglas with the serve, trying to even the score here. Gossett with a tip. And did not come back over. 7-5 Generals. This is Audrey Gossett. Her older sister just served, and now the younger sister will serve. The fist hit. Back over to Douglas. They spike it. Lafayette keeping it alive. Back over. And a nice tip there. Nice job. Good awareness of where the court is and where the opponents are. And Douglas cuts the lead to 2, 8-6. Jordan McCreary serving. And did not get it over. Should be 9-6, but do not see, not yet on the scoreboard. Might have had it one up higher than they were supposed to there, because I saw it kind of toggle from back to 7 and then back to 8. Douglas with the return, back over to the Generals. The tip. Nice point. Whistle on the play. Lafayette must have been in the net. That's a point for Douglas, 8-7. Can't touch the net with any part of your body. 8-7. Lafayette over Douglas. Douglas serve. Coach Griffin talking to the official over there at the scores table. The Douglas serve on the way. There's some great saves by both teams here. And that one is too long from Douglas. That's a, nope, tied up Douglas. 8-8. Mistake. She thought, Coach LaMantia thought it was going to be a long call, but it was in on the line. So 8-8. Douglas serve. Dive for Lafayette to save that one. Back over, and nice placement by Gossett. And Lafayette back in front, 9-8. As Addison Smith called in again, this happened the last time she came in right when it was their serve, and designated server for the Generals. 9-8. Good save there on the back line from Gossett. Looked like a point, a Douglas point. Until she saved it. Douglas back has a nice play. And Douglas will even this one. We got a barn burner here in the third set. 9 apiece. As Lily Cowing will serve for the Broncos. Trying to give her team the lead. Spike blocked, but stays on the Douglas side. Oh, double hit. General point, 11-9. As Coach LaMantia really into this one, shouting out encouragement for her team. Pittman with the serve now for the Generals. A nice job by Simonson there up front for Douglas to even it at 10. And Shelby Mays checks in to serve. Seeing it on both sides. Situational substitutions. Dive there from Pittman. Keep it alive for the Generals. Back over to Douglas. And nice job by Henderson there with the spike. And the Broncos are up 11-10. Mays with the serve again here for Douglas. And bounces after 2 hits, did not get the third one up, and 12-10. As a libero they were one girl down as she hit the deck after the dive to keep it alive for the Generals, and had to kind of stay out of harm's way there. Serve from Douglas, back over to them. Setter. And good block in the back there from Douglas, and that's a point for Douglas. 13-10 now. Douglas opens up a 3-point cushion as Mays returns to serve. Nice job there. And that kind of back middle, Barrow's doing the best she can, but low and hard on that serve, and it's just tough to dig it out. 14-10. We got a timeout called by the Generals. Back in a moment on Glycod.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
(14-10), Douglas leads here in the third set, tied at apiece, and Mays again with the serve. As Generals get it back over. Been a seesaw affair here in the third set, but now this is the largest lead for either team. Big spike there from Madeline Blakey, the senior. 14-11. Lafayette serve. Too strong. Lafayette point there on the spike attempt from Douglas. 14-12. They've cut the lead in half since the timeout. And the Pittman block, spike at the net was a nice block from Simonson. Douglas back up 3, 15-12. Hunt with the serve for the Broncos. That's out of bounds from Lafayette. Broncos point 16-12. Audrey Gossett had to go over her head to get that one over. Just went just outside the line. She'll hit it again, and she kept this one in play deep in the Broncos' side of the court, 16-13. Grace Gossett serving for the Generals, down 3. Went to Douglas. Nice block attempt, but just went out of bounds from Shear. And Douglas back up 4, 17-13. As they sub in Bivens to serve, the lefty. Nice blocks on both sides. And that one goes over, out of bounds to Lafayette. A little tougher to keep that over the head. Sometimes you got to do it. A little tougher to keep that over the head shot in play. Just a lack of vision. And that's what happened there. Lafayette did that a few points ago as well. Audrey Gossett with the serve, down 3. Douglas gets it back. The tip is blocked, but they keep it alive. Too strong, Douglas point, 18-14. A little discussion there with a couple players there with the judge. Now back for a Douglas serve. 18-14, Broncos up here in set 3, tied at a set apiece. Nice dive, but still a General's point there. Good effort by Lily Cowing for Douglas, but kept it alive, but not able to get it back over for a teammate. And Generals cut the lead to 3, 18-15. As Lily Grant will serve. We have not, maybe once, I'm trying to think. She has not served much tonight, if any. And line drive in the net. And that'll go 19-15. Broncos serve. Broncos trying to hit the 20 mark here in the third set. The serve. And they block it. Nice job. 20-15. Douglas, a 5-point spread. We've got a timeout again for Lafayette. And we will take it with them. Thanks for listening and watching Glycod.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Back. Frederick Douglass 20, Lafayette 15, third set. High school girls volleyball. Lafayette won the first set. Douglas won the second. So best 3 out of 5. And that is no good on the serve. 20-16. Back to Lafayette serving. Big crowd on hand. Big matchup. Both teams coming in hot. And she checks back in to serve. Does Addison Smith. Nice dive by the back line. Spike is blocked. Nope. Douglas got that point, 21-16. And Cowing in to serve. Serve in the air. Oh, and the lefty may have been going out of bounds, but off a Bronco defender. And that's a point for the Generals, 21-17. Look back to Douglas. They're getting the point to Lafayette. Double hit was the ruling on the foul. 21-18. General's still alive in this one. In a tight third set. Serve on the way. And the spike is good from Simonson, having a big third set, 22-18. And in situational substitution this time again, as Shelby Mays comes in to serve for the Broncos. Oh, whistle. That's a Douglas. Not sure the foul there, but that is a foul on Lafayette. One of the girls coming over for maybe clarification. He held up 2 fingers. Must have thought there was a double hit rule. 23-18 Douglas, only 2 points away from winning this third set. A yellow card. A yellow card. That, yeah, we knew that was in soccer. We know it's in volleyball, so I thought seemed like a light discussion, but anyway, yellow card nonetheless. Serve on the way, and that's a point again for Douglas. They're 1 point away from winning the third set. Mays again trying to finish this one out. Serve on the way, and trying to save it for dear life, and the Generals do get it back. Nope, hits the curtain. That happened earlier, and the Frederick Douglass Broncos have won the third set 25-18, and got a 3-minute break. We'll take it right here on Glycod.
On the road, call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
A new year means next level math, but even the best teachers can't always provide the personal attention each child needs. Magnesium has a solution to help any student excel. Our caring, highly trained instructors use a range of teaching modes that ensure true foundational understanding. We're not about rote memorization. The Magnesium method develops the critical thinking and problem-solving skills they need to succeed, with the option to learn face-to-face online at home or face-to-face at one of our 1,000 neighborhood learning centers. Magnesium, we're changing lives through math.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
Are you a parent battling with raising your child in today's fallen world? You're not alone. The Operation Parent Handbook is your beacon of hope with info and guidance on social media, vaping, anxiety, and more. It's a resource that equips you with the guidance and conversation starters you need in your parenting journey. Use discount code KIDS at checkout to get 10% off any handbook. Visit operationparent.org to reclaim your confidence as a parent. Operation Parent, you've got this.
Calling all football fans. Come on down to Roosters, where the wings are hot, the drinks are cold, and the good times never stop. Roosters is where you can catch all the action of the game and enjoy a delicious meal. Choose from 15 varieties of sauces. Even try our burgers, salads, and out-of-this-world pizzas. Something for everyone at Roosters. Dine in, carry out, or let us cater. Open late for the Night Owls. Visit our Richmond Road location or off Nicholasville Road by Walmart.
Are you an HVAC and refrigeration tech looking for new opportunities? Tech 24 is your single source for commercial HVAC, refrigeration, and kitchen equipment maintenance all across the country. We have exciting career opportunities with great pay and benefits in your area. To learn more, contact Brad at 864-549-8344 and check us out on the web at mytech24.com. 864-549-8344.
You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Welcome back to Lafayette High School. Set number 4 as Lafayette won the first set, but Douglas 2 in a row. So the pressure on Lafayette here to keep this match alive and go 5 sets. Best 3 out of 5. And here we go. Good crowd on hand and excited to bring you more volleyball action. This is fun. Back and forth. Never a dull moment, as the coach said in the pre-game interview, Coach Lamantia. You're scoring a point every serve. The old rules when we were kids, you had to serve to score points, so the side out, but not anymore. They've sped up the game. And Lafayette draws first blood there on a nice block from Madeline Blakey, the right side hitter. And Addison Smith will serve. And Douglas ties it up 1 apiece. And Cowing will start the serving for Douglas here in the 4th set. The tip. Back over. Nice spike, but a good save by the libero. They keep it alive. Cowing. And nice job from Simonton there as Douglas takes a 2-1 lead. Cowing again, 2-1 Douglas in the 4th set. Broncos lead 2 sets to 1. Nice block there. Lafayette gets it, keeps it alive. Give it to Lafayette. I think that was kind of a carry there, I think was the call, where you can spike it, but you can't kind of cup it and then spike it. And Lafayette evens the score 2 apiece. Emma Pittman, the senior, with the serve coming up. Basically can't palm the ball, in other words. A great play on both teams, as you can see. They both want this one badly. And that's a point for Douglas. A little more height there. 3-2, Broncos lead. As Shelby Mays will serve. Nice job, Douglas point there at the net, 4-2. Mays back, serve again. The tip is good for Lafayette. They cut the lead to 1, 4-3. For Shear. Nice job there off the hands of Cowing on the back line. Point Lafayette 4-4. Tight 4th set so far, as expected. Serve on the way. A point for Douglas, 5-4. Nice job for Simonson there at the net. And Hunt will check in to serve. This block from Pittman. Gossett's shot was blocked back. Rules at Lafayette point, however, out of bounds. Substitution. As Grace Gossett checks in to serve, replacing Madeline Blakey in the general lineup. Cowing gets it for Douglas there on the serve. Back over. And that was ruled Lafayette point. Nice spike from Audrey Gossett, the 5'9" sophomore. And big sister Grace will serve once again. Nice job from Douglas there. Rogers there with the spike in the middle. Got a couple hands, general hands on it, but could not get it over. And it is 6 apiece. As Malia Bivens checks in to serve, the 5'4" senior. Lefty gets it up and over. Tip from Lafayette. Spike from Douglas, deflected, but stays on the Lafayette side and hits the ground. Court, 7-6 Douglas. Nice spike from Lafayette to even the score. That was Blakey over there, I believe, on the far side. And love the energy of both squads, just always smiling and cheering each other on. Kind of has that softball feel. Camaraderie. Now Audrey Gossett with the serve. The spike is blocked back, and that's a Lafayette point, 8-7. Gossett again, too strong on the serve. Point to Douglas, evens it at 8. Dunham with the serve, trying to take the lead. And it goes. It is good, 9-8, as Audrey Gossett thought that may go out. It was kind of a close call and bounced in on the edge there on the line. Point for Douglas. Dunham again. And Douglas point. Went over the net was a ruling on that Lafayette foul. And sometimes, of course, when you have if you set one, you set it so close to the net, it's really tough. It puts you in an awkward angle. 10-8 Douglas. Too strong, 11-8 Douglas on the spike attempt. Little spurt here for the Broncos. Gossett gets it back, a nice point, gets her team back 11-9, back on the serve game. As a a newcomer to the lineup tonight, checks in. She's been in, just not a lot. Brooklyn Rudzik checked in right late in the first set, had a cup of coffee in the second to serve. She gets it over. Douglas gets it back. This dive by Cowing. Love hearing the crowd. The longer the point goes, the more crowd you hear. Lafayette point there. That was a long. The Douglas doesn't like that call. They think it was long. Coach says, hey, just focus on the next point. Good job by Coach Griffin. That was the longest point of the night. That's one of those you hope you snap the video and put on YouTube or Instagram. 11-10 Douglas. Lafayette with the serve. Rudzik again. And hit it backwards, and they tied up at 11. On the block there. Rudzik again. In the net, Lafayette, 12-11 Douglas. And that's the challenge sometimes. If one previous hit goes so close to the net, it's tough to get that over without interfering. It's tough enough to get it over and then not interfering with the net as well. So you've got a couple things at play. (12-11) Douglas serve. Hey, roll Lafayette. All right. A foul on Douglas there. And 12-12. I think there was a rule for kind of palming. It was really a millisecond before the spike attempt, but maybe that was the call. It's got to be an immediate action. 12 apiece. Lafayette serve. Douglas gets it back. And that's a Bronco point. 13-12. And this seesaw fourth set. Lafayette has to win this set. If they don't, Douglas will win 3-1. Lafayette won the first set. If you're just joining us, Douglas has won the last two in this best 3 out of 5 matchup. Cowing will serve. Up a point. Too long. Point Generals, 13 apiece. Emma Pittman serving. Point for the Generals there. The dive attempt by Cowing, all for naught, 14-13. Pittman again with the serve. Spike is good for Lafayette's Blakey and gives her team a 2-point lead. 15-13 as Pittman back to serve. Got a timeout called by Frederick Douglass. And we will take a break with them. Back, don't go anywhere. 15-13 Lafayette in set number 4 on Glycod.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
And with the serve for Lafayette up 15-13. And in the net were the Broncos, 16-13. The Broncos had a 3-4-point lead in this set. Now Lafayette has kind of come back, and they got to win this set to keep this match alive. And they're up 16-13. Another serve for Pittman. Has a little momentum going, but the spike there from Simonson, 16-14. As the Broncos will serve as they sub in Shelby Mays. Good back and forth action. And Gossett spikes it. She'd had enough of it. She's like, I'm going for the throat. And it worked out. Went off a Bronco hand or two, but got the point, 17-14. Point again off the serve. Nice job. 18-14. They can smell it. And coaches can be, you see where the benches are. Coaches can really be right on the action, just a foot away or two from the players. They really can have good communication and shout instructions from just a foot away. The block, point in the net though, point Douglas. As the ruling was, Blakey was in the net, 18-15. As Hunt serves. Pittman with the block. Blakey, her spike attempt was blocked. Nice job by Simonson there, and also Rogers up front for Douglas, and they tighten the score. 18-16 as Hunt serves once again. Too strong there as Blakey went too high with it, and now Douglas cuts the lead to 18-17. Whistle on the play. Somebody, let's see what the foul. They're going to roll something on the Generals, and that'll even the score, 18 apiece. That was the far side judge over there, and not sure what the foul was, but nonetheless, 18 all. Hunt back with the serve. Gossett, that is out. Douglas now the spurt. Trading blows. Got four in a row. You see that here, as we've seen tonight. You get that serve, you can go on a kind of a 3-4 point spurt a lot easier. And the spike there, the set was a little strong and went over to Douglas, and then the nice little easy tap in. As Douglas now 20-18, and Lafayette needs to talk about it as Douglas has gone on a gone on a 5-0 spurt. And we will take it with them here on Glycod in just one moment.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com. You're watching a special presentation on Glycod.
Welcome back, 20-18. Douglas with a 4-0 spurt up, trying to finish this match up. Too strong on that one on the serve, 20-19. A big battle here as Lafayette won the first set. If you're just joining us, Douglas has won the last two. It's best 3 out of 5. And now Lafayette was up 18-15, now down 20-19 as Grace Gossett checks in, going to serve it up. Up on the way. The spike is good for Douglas, stayed in. Nice job from Simon. She's making a living of those spikes at the net. And she checks out 21-19 as Malia Bivens checks in, the 5'4 senior. Lefty trying to increase the lead to 3. Does the soft tap, the soft serve that time. Gossett gets it. Point for Lafayette. A couple substitutions as Bivens checks out for Douglas, and Pittman out for Lafayette. Back in Grant. Audrey Gossett with a serve. They cannot save it in the back corner, and Douglas a key 2-point lead now, 22-20. A set that go either way. Every point is so crucial at this stage. Just had a tough angle down the sideline, kind of against the grain in terms of which direction your body is going, so it was a tough one to get back. 22-20 Douglas. Gets over, skirted the top of the net, and the spike from Douglas is successful. 23-20 now. Douglas only 2 points away. This was 16-13 Lafayette, but Douglas again, the Generals are going to talk about it. We'll keep it right here. 16-13. Lafayette had been down quite a bit of this seesaw affair, mostly in this set number 4, but Douglas now gone on a 10-4 run to try to finish this one out. And we will see here shortly if that happens or if we go to a fifth set. 23-20. Serve on the way for the Broncos. And Gossett hits it too strong on the spike attempt, 24-20. Time draws nigh, possibly, for General Nation here. Let's see what happens. The serve is blocked. The set, spike is blocked, and that game, and the match is over there on the nice block from that front line of Douglas. They win 25-20. After being down 16-13, really finished this fourth set off strongly as Douglas wins 3-1. Lafayette won the first set in a great battle in both teams. A fantastic game here as Lafayette will host Harrison County coming up next, and Douglas will be hosting South Warren and McCracken County coming up as well. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun as well. So that'll be fun there as well. So we're ready to take a break here on Glycod, and back say goodbye. We appreciate everybody watching tonight and listening on Glide Cod High School Volleyball, Lafayette and Frederick Douglass.